homosexuality, and just come right out with it to make you comfortable with it. And I feel a lot of weight as I talk about this subject, so let me start with my personal experience. I didn't even know what gay was until 5th grade. I didn't know that there was gay, straight, whatever. I was taught to believe that boys like girls, and that's it. Boys marry girls, they have kids, yada yada, XYZ, whatever. I get to 3rd grade, and I'm a little bit thrown off because up to that point I've liked girls, and then there's this guy in my class, and I'm thinking like, you know, he looks good, but it's farther than just he looks good. It's like, it gets to a point where it's like, wow, you know. And the trouble with that was at the time, like I said, I didn't know what it was, so it was kind of hard for me to discern what I was feeling. So I get to 5th or 6th grade, I start learning a little more about it. Then in 7th grade, obviously there's a lot more people in middle school, and I got a lot more experience, and that's when I got a lot more hands-on with my sexuality. And that's when it became more difficult for me to deny the fact of what I was. By 8th grade, I started feeling even more stronger. You know, I started feeling not just physical attraction. I started feeling like, you know, emotions and things coming into it. So around 9th grade, I started falling for like a particular person, and they were of the same sex. And that's when it became truly the most complex for me. And that was when I decided I had to start telling people. So that's when I told a couple of close friends, you know, and kept it moving. 10th grade is when I totally came out. Alright, and that was a hard experience, you know, because you have to go through the layers of friends, and you know, it's kind of hard because some people will give you a hard time, and some people will, you know, tell you things that you maybe really, you know, didn't know about them. It honestly has taken away a couple of my friendships, and it kind of hurts to know that they weren't my friend without circumstances, but that's okay. You have to go through family, which is without a doubt the hardest, because I still haven't told my dad. He's not gonna know. He's gonna have to find that out on his own. My mom, that was a rough one. It took me like not 5 minutes. It took me like 5 hours, okay, in one day to tell her. And after that, I still feel like things have changed a little bit. I don't think that things have gone back to exactly how they were before she knew. And from there, you know, it just spreads to other family members. And you go to a family event, you start feeling awkward because you feel like, you know, you're the most noticed thing in the room. And it's kind of, when you're not looking for that attention, it becomes complex. And homosexuality is just, you should be more sympathetic to people who go through it. And I'm not saying that just to, you know, create, oh, feel sorry for me. Don't feel sorry for me at all, because I'm more on the activist side, and I don't want to say intimidating, but I have something about me that makes people not say it to my face. So I don't have that problem. But you know, you should have more sympathy on those people, because they deal with a lot more than you would think, you know. Because in coming out, you lose some friends, you lose connection with family. The hardest thing about it is you can't say exactly what you feel, because you fear you'll lose your greatest friends. You know, like, I got a friend, he's a little bit homophobic, so I'm not gonna say everything to him, you know what I'm saying? So there's just some thoughts you have to keep to yourself, and that's a hard one when you're so used to being vocal. Even if it's fake, you're vocal. I don't feel like people truly understand it, because when you say you're gay, gay means that you have a bigger attraction to men than women. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're not interested in women. For example, I consider myself homosexual, yet I have a girlfriend. And that kind of throws people off about me, but my whole point of this video was just try to understand it. If nothing else, just make the intent, alright?